There is some deeply buried trash here. So let's start pulling some of it up, see what we find. Oh yeah, that's trash. So hopefully you can hear me over the wind and the waves. I've tried to move a little bit inland from the beach, as you can see, to try to cut down on the sound. But anyways, welcome to beach cleaning with Professor Labs. And today we are at a real big beach. Like I said, I've tried to get out to more interesting places lately. Normally I live on the north shore of the island that I live on, so I don't get these beautiful South Shore beach waves, and I've been meaning to come down here all summer and clean, so it's about time as the summer nears its end. So I'm gonna head up this stretch of beach. It's quite a long stretch, and I've already seen a lot of trash, so we'll see what different types of trash we find compared to our normal trips. Like I said, on the calmer North Shore, see if we notice any similarities, any differences. But I think in general we'll find a lot of trash, unfortunately, but should be cool to look at, and like I said, compare and contrast when we're done. So let's dive on in and get trashed. All right, well, hopefully you can you can hear me over the sound of the waves and the wind. I decided to set up a little bit inland, as close as I could towards the dunes here, because you can see the ocean behind me, raging behind me maybe. I'm not used to this this South Shore wavy, windy beach, like I said, so bear with me with the audio if it's a little windy today. But it's about as calm as the wind will get on a beautiful South Shore beach like this where I live. Probably, I don't know, close to 10-mile-per-hour winds, but we'll make do because I was able to find a ton of trash today, which is always unfortunate. But like I said, it's interesting to really look at and think about, going to different areas. As I said, normally beach cleaning on smaller stretches of beaches on the North Shore, where there's really not much beach. It sort of comes right up against the cliffs where I live. And here you obviously see you have much wider open expanses of beach. And unfortunately, that means much more trash. So I found a lot of interesting items today. And the first thing I wanted to do with something a little bit differently, which was to actually try weighing out how much trash I found. So this is just a little coffee scale that I normally use for measuring my coffee grounds when I make my fancy coffee back at home, but was able to get all of this. Pretty big bag here in only like, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. But let's see how much this weighs. I'm gonna guess this is probably 2 pounds at least, but let's try to prop it on the scale and see what we can come up with. So this says about 3,000 grams, which I think 1,000 grams is close to a couple pounds. So I'll have to post a little clarification text in this video, but yeah, it's definitely at least a couple pounds. So, you know, again, I always say, imagine losing that much weight, trying to lose that much weight, right? Like this stuff adds up pretty significantly, right? Pretty quickly. And again, you know, much like in my normal beach cleans, really wide diversity of items here. So a lot of your summertime stuff that you find in the summer, such as plastic bottles, that sort of stuff. I don't know how recyclable these are because they're kind of dirty, but might be able to do something with this. There are some face masks, which I have sequestered away in my bag because I'm not going to go around touching those. But again, a lot of this stuff that I notice more and more is really sucking up biomass. And so what I mean by that is like this type of stuff that I find tangled up in seaweed. And so you see, this is like just, you know, rope and netting type stuff, either used for fishing or used in boating. And you can see I shook most of the seaweed already out of this, and there's still a ton of seaweed tied up in this. And again, you know, that's the type of stuff that I know marine creatures use for nesting and that sort of thing. So it's not great, certainly, for plastic nonsense to really be getting tangled up in all of that. You know, similarly with all this ribbon type stuff, lots of that. And that stuff you'll find year round, you know, balloon ribbons, that sort of thing. But then a lot of these summertime plastic toys too that I think just, you know, parents and children aren't picking up after themselves. So I find a lot of that by where I live. I live, like I said, about 2 minutes from the beach on the north shore of this island. But down here, very similar items in that sense. Similarly, these types of shotgun shells, which I find if you live anywhere near wetlands where people, I guess, go duck hunting or goose hunting or some other type of fowl or bird hunting, you tend to find a lot of these spent shotgun shells. So not surprising here because there are wetlands not far from here, and that stuff always gets around, right? And then lots of, you know, straws, typical. This is like from a juice box maybe. Lots of that stuff too. But then, you know, again, a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily think about. You don't consider, like insoles to shoes. So that stuff is plastic, and it does add to the plastic waste. And then just, you know, so much single-use stuff, candy bags, candy wrappers. I found a few of these, you know, plastic tobacco containers, which that's just all around bad for the environment, right? Not great. And then, you know, a lot of your typical stuff like lids, you know, not anything too really dissimilar. You know, again, a lot of these items, they might not seem like much, like these little plastic rings, but, you know, these are the type of things that get snagged on marine animals on their legs. And unlike you, they don't have thumbs to pop them off. So this can really hurt a lot of, you know, birds and other types of sea creatures, whether they eat them or they just get tangled up in them. And like I said, lots of wrapper type stuff. So, you know, again, I think the moral or the lesson here is that, like, you know, even this little stuff like these wrappers, well, you know, it adds up to these big bags and pretty quickly, right? So, you know, I would say out of all of this, my favorite thing today, I found lots of foam too. That was my last video, actually, before I get to my favorite item. I was saying how on the north shore of this island, and again, it's calmer because it's like in a sound or along a sound. There's a lot more of this like foam buoy type stuff I find, but I find it here too, or I found it here as well. But anyways, my favorite thing I found was this mask, which obviously is a little worn. So you know, some stuff you can actually find beach cleaning is useful. Like these glasses, I actually found years ago beach cleaning. And I just went home, you know, sanitized the heck out of them. Alcohol, you know, Purell, you know, everything I had really to purify them. And I've had them ever since. They're my beach cleaning glasses. Whereas these, I don't know if they are salvageable. Maybe with a bit of handiwork, but I don't know. We'll see. But I thought this was a funny one. A lot of plastic here. Can't even really see through it, but yeah. So those were, you know, just the main items I really found. You know, a lot of similar things to normal, but I think that just speaks to how normalized this problem is and how widespread it is. So those were the, you know, the real fun picks for today. Like I said, you know, it was nice to get down here to one of these big wide beaches. I'll give you some closer views after I'm done here. But yeah, I'm gonna do some other ones upcoming that are a little bit different. You know, this is heading into September. Well, we are in September now, and I say September and fall in general is the best beach cleaning season of the year. So if you're looking to getting into beach cleaning, now's the time. So go back and check out some of my videos. You know, a lot of people, they see my videos and they ask, well, how can I really help? What can I do to help? And I say, you know, just learn as much as you can. And, you know, for my purposes here and what I'm trying to do, just getting people involved, you know, just subscribe to the channel so you get updates on what I'm up to and, you know, tips and tricks that I notice and learn over time. And share these videos with people who you think might be interested in beach cleaning, who you think might be interested in the environment in general. You know, just who you think might have something to say or you know, again, want to get involved and see what's going on and really see the problem at the ground level. So if you can share these videos, I think that really helps too, as well as just subscribing so you get updates. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. I've gotten some really good feedback on these videos, like I said, and a lot more to come this fall. So thanks so much again, as always. Love coming out here and, you know, just doing what we can piece by piece. So until next time, stay safe out there, clean well, and as always, I will see you on the beach.